This is Emma. Emma is my sous chef. Emma loves to be in the kitchen with me, and she loves watching cooking videos on television as well as on YouTube, so that has inspired her to show you what we do in our kitchen. So today we're cooking dinner. What are we making for dinner?
We are making homemade pasta with homemade sauce and sauteed shrimp.
That's right. Where did we get these tomatoes from?
Some of them are from the garden and some of them are from the grocery store.
That's right. We didn't have quite enough in the garden to make the amount of sauce that we need for this recipe, so we went and picked up a few. There are different kinds of tomatoes for our sauce, and we're going to start there because we're going to slow roast these in the oven for 2 hours. We have our oven preheating to 250, and so we start out by coring the apples. You don't want the stems, you don't want the hard core. I just said apples.
The apples?
Apples. No, these are not apples.
These are tomatoes.
We have some smaller cherry tomatoes in here, and so Emma rather, cut some of these larger tomatoes down to make them closer to the same size. We tossed those and a few cloves of garlic in some olive oil and some kosher salt, and we're going to roast these in the oven. They'll start to get all wrinkly and shrivelly and lose some of their liquid, and then they will be perfect to go in the food processor in just a little while. So we're going to pop these into the oven and let them start roasting, and then we'll get started on our pasta dough. Okay, so we'll be right back. Okay, so next up we're going to make our pasta. I've adjusted the angle a little bit so that you can see our counters, which have been cleaned, wiped off. In this bowl we have 3.5 cups of all-purpose flour and a healthy pinch of just regular table salt, and Emma is going to start sifting that into a pile right here on the counter. Scoop at a time, kid.
Can
just
make a mess without getting in trouble.
Alright, so you can do this in a mixer, but Emma really wanted to make it the Italian way, so we're going to do it right here on the countertop. So she's going to sift through this, and once she's got it up into a pretty big pyramid of flour, if you will, we'll make a little well in the center and crack our eggs directly into that. We have 4 large eggs that have been sitting out. Those are room temperature eggs. You can use cold eggs if you want. I think that the dough kind of comes together faster if the eggs aren't cold. Do you need a little help with that?
Yeah, thank you.
Here, start tapping. Sift, sift, sift.
Okay.
You got it?
Yeah.
Alright, so she's going to make quick work of what is left of this. Our tomatoes are going happily away in the oven. They're going happily away in the oven. They're not dying. They're vegetables.
So vegetables have feelings. Nobody thinks vegetables have feelings.
Are they vegetables or are they fruits?
I think they're vegetables because people say it has to be a vegetable, it has to have seeds. A cucumber has seeds. A cucumber's not a fruit, it's a vegetable.
Well, fruits have seeds.
I know. People say to be a fruit, it has to have seeds.
Bell peppers have seeds.
Yeah, but that's not a fruit. People like...
That's what I'm saying. Fruits and vegetables have seeds. That's not the requirement. All right, so we're going to make a little talkie hand thing.
Gonna make a little dinosaur
make a little well like this in the flour, and that is where your eggs are going to go.
Are you down there, Wendy?
Wendy? All right.
I don't know if the Wendy
Grab an egg. Just crack it right on the counter.
I'm going to do a one-hand crack.
Careful not to get shells in here.
I'm going to do a one-hand crack because I'm professional.
There's one.
Do you know how to do a one-hand
Why
crack?
are you doing it? Oh, a one-handed crack? Let's see. Don't bust shells in there.
Gotta get it with my fingers.
Come on, man. This professional egg cracker. You're just crushing it. Not like, bleh. Here.
It works.
This is how it really goes. Crack.
Where did you put it?
I'll put it up here.
Oh.
Alright, you crack the last one. You are going to just bust that all over the place.
I'm not.
Alright, so From here, you can just start adding in your flour to your eggs, but watch out. I think it works better if you give those a little bit of a whisk first, just to break those yolks up.
I'm gonna go rinse off my hand real quick.
Why? They're about to get super messy.
I know, but I don't want to touch a fork with an eggy hand.
All right, so we're gonna whisk these just a bit.
Do you whisk
And then, all right, can you do this or do you want me to do it?
Oh, I can do it.
All right, so you are going to
Use your hand.
use your hands, which you've washed,
Whichever.
and you're going to put them down in the egg and slowly start spinning your hand around. You don't want to get all the way back down to the counter. You just want to slowly start pulling in the flour.
I can feel it at the bottom.
All right, slowly start pulling in your flour. There you go.
Oh yeah, there we go.
You just want to make sure that you don't like bust the well in your volcano and get egg all over the counter.
I thought,
So,
wait, it's a well and a volcano?
Whatever.
You heard it here, people. A well is a volcano and a volcano is a well.
All right, mix. Whoa. Not like that. Stir. Come on, use your fingers and stir. There you go. It doesn't have to be fast. You just want to incorporate your flour. I'm trying to help her stop from having little rivers of explosion,
Of yolk.
egg running out all over the place. All right, keep pulling it in. There you go.
Keep coming, flour. Keep coming.
Why are you pinching it and drooping it? It's not slime. It's going to be food. Right?
Sorry, I'm trying to make it come together. Gotta like fold it.
Well, you're also getting a lot of run over here on this side.
Oh shoot! No.
All right, you got to let me in here now because you've busted the well. All right. So, get my bench scraper out, please. You're going to have to rinse that hand.
I'm rinsing my hand anyway. You hear it.
All right, so eventually what this will do is start forming like a really shaggy dough. And you're just going to keep on keeping on.
Can I use the bench scraper?
Yeah, but I need you to come do this left-hand side where your egg ran out all over the place. So just scrape towards my pile. Try not to hit my hands. There you go.
Hands get in my way, I will.
All right.
Be careful for flour bombs.
All right. So we're just going to keep mixing.
Sorry if you hear snoring.
Yeah, Dad's asleep on the couch.
That
All
sounds
right.
weird when you say it.
So,
it's not.
I call him Dad.
My dad's asleep on the couch.
All right, so obviously this is a sticky mess.
See me anymore. Hi. Still
All right,
here.
sorry. Emma's over here bench scraping some of our overflow area
Hey,
of overflow.
The
All right,
beavers
that's fine.
didn't do a good job, Mom. Don't blame it on me.
Okay. So at this point, it's very shaggy but still crumbly. Two reasons for this that it might not be coming together quite the way that we want it to. One can have a lot to do with weather, humidity, moisture in the air, size of your eggs. Also, I really hate recipes that tell you to use flour by cups and not by weight. You know, when you're doing something specific in the kitchen, it's a science, and you know, weight is better, but whatever. So what you can do is you can start adding a tablespoon of water at a time and slowly start working that in until this dough comes together. Emma is a fan of measuring. I would have eyeballed a tablespoon. How many teaspoons are in a tablespoon? Oh, come on, I don't have time for that. If you don't know the answer, I will tell you. 3 teaspoons to a tablespoon. She took too long. I'm not a patient person. So, tablespoon of water. Damn those Italians. I'm wanting a mixer right about now.
We definitely need more water.
Yeah, I definitely am going to need more water. Sprinkle it around. Like in a circle. Around.
Sorry.
There you go. Thank you.
I'm an awesome daughter chef, not a co-chef, for your information.
Not a co-chef. Sous chef.
Not a sous chef either. I don't work at a sushi restaurant, so.
A sous chef, S-O-U-S, is, well, what does sous mean?
Sushi.
I should know. I took French. All right, so this is starting to come together, but we're still a little too dry. So come around again.
There's one.
This really might have a lot to do with our weather. It is
Hot.
currently 97 degrees outside with a heat index of something stupid like 104, and we're at like 98% humidity. So,
Yeah.
you know, we'll keep working it, keep kneading it until it gets to a consistency that is elastic.
So like elastic, like a rubber band, or?
Elastic means kind of like you can poke at the dough and it'll spring back a little bit.
So it is slime.
It's not slime. Stupid slime craze that these kids
Kids-
are doing. There's like 14 different ways to make slime. I hate that stuff.
No, because guess what? I made a slime without glue. It's cornstarch and shampoo, and you stir it till it makes a dough consistency, and she likes that.
Right, because that's what I want them to use shampoo for, is making slime, not, you know, washing your hair. Give me one more tablespoon of water, please, ma'am.
It's just 2, by the way, so.
That's teaspoons.
Teaspoons.
You need 3 teaspoons for a tablespoon.
That's it?
Probably. All right, so the water and the egg and the flour mix together to form gluten.
So what you're saying is if it's too dry, not to add another egg?
No,
add
just
water?
start adding water. Because a whole egg might be too much,
And you might have scrambled
and
eggs.
then you'd be not unless you
never
cook
mind.
them. An additional egg might be too much liquid. In our case, we probably could have, but with liquid, it's really hard to take it back out once you put it in there, right?
It is hard with other, like say you're making brownies and you add flour plus baking powder.
So this is why the Italian women in the movies all have giant forearms.
Yeah, I don't have that. I have noodles. We could have just used my arm. Can I start? Can I get in there?
You're gonna so not be able to work this.
I am still gonna be able to work this. to
No,
be honest
here,
with you.
I wanna just get my hand wet. There we go. Okay, so once we get this dough all together, you have to let it rest.
Can I punch it?
No, it's too solid for that. This isn't like bread dough.
Don't go
You have to let
gym.
it rest so that the flour will absorb all the moisture from the eggs and a little bit of water that we added.
Would you like some water?
15 minutes is really the minimum. 30 is better. And once it rests, we'll come back, cut it into portions, and run it through my KitchenAid pasta machine because I don't want to do any more of this by hand. Thanks.